I'm here to learn, and I'm here to just learn as much as I can. So I think that's something that I think I've done really well, is really trying to step out of my comfort zone and push myself and, ask those tougher questions, or ask like, oh, why is it like that? Really understand the background of it.
We're here at the J.B. Hunt headquarters with Alexis Avila, who is a supply chain management major at the Walton College, and she's currently an intern at J.B. Hunt this summer. So Alexis, what do you think has been one of your best learnings so far this summer? Coming as a college student right into this role, what's kind of been eye-opening or?
Yeah, so definitely just like being able to problem solve a lot better, I feel like has really helped me. And just like from college, like I knew all the lingo, which was amazing coming in here. Like if someone emailed me about a BOL, I knew what that was. It was a bill of lading. And so I was like, oh, I understand that. And they didn't really have to explain as much as the terminology as I think they thought they would. It was mainly just the whole process and, just always staying calm, and it's their job too, and it's our job. So just trying to work together. They want their freight to be picked up, and they want to make money, and so we want to help them do all of that and the whole process of that. So that's just kind of what I've learned. And
what a great learning that's really going to serve you well as throughout your career. It's going to help you when you go back to college, back to classes, and so that's really good to hear at such an early part of the summer. Could you tell us a little bit, I can tell that you really enjoy, when we were talking earlier, you really enjoy working here. It's a really fun group. Could you tell us a little bit about what makes it fun to work here?
Absolutely. So our company is just really laid back, and it's amazing, and everyone's so welcoming, and, we enjoy our time here at work, and there's a lot of groups that you can be a part of here, which are super amazing, and HR is super involved, especially in us as interns. We have days where they teach us about like our resumes and interview like styles and what works best and like what they really look for. We have shadow days, so they really invest in us, which is super amazing. So I love coming into work because every week we have something new. We're volunteering tomorrow, all of the interns for J.B. Hunt, which is super exciting. And we have shadow days, so I got to shadow HR and marketing and a lot of other things that I never thought I would do, which was super exciting to learn more about this amazing company and kind of how it all works together.
Wow, what a great experience. So Alexa, I know you were talking to me earlier about some things that inspired you. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think for sure my parents didn't go to college, and so that really drives me to push myself even more and to get an internship, to strive to, just be super involved if it's in college, if it's at work, always trying to learn more and push myself, I think is something that I strive to do. So I look at them as examples and just say, like, oh, how much I want to push myself and how much they are proud of me and how much they encourage me to continue. And that's just kind of what drives me, and it's super exciting to learn.
I'm sure they're really, really proud of you.
Yes.
So, well done. So Alexis, you were just this last semester, right? This last year in classes, campus life, and now you're corporate world. How did you prepare for that transition?
Yeah, so I am a part of a couple of groups at the U of A, Arkansas Supply Chain Association, and WISE, Women's Impacting Supply Chain Excellence. And something that I learned in WISE was we had someone come from J.B. Hunt, a woman, and she was a part of their GROW program. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's about women empowering other women. And that was something that really resonated with me, and I really liked it about J.B. Hunt. It stood out that they care so much about women empowerment, which I think is amazing. So she came and talked, and then when I applied here, I talked about it in my interview and how I really love the program, and we talked about that for a while, and I'm actually going to be a part of that group. We have our first meeting next month, which is super exciting. And so just kind of that and the correlation between those two things made me feel more comfortable to be here and more excited to be here as well.
That's fantastic. Wow. That's good to hear. And I know Stephanie Thomas with WISE will love to hear about that and understand the impact that club is making and their connections with GROW. So that's really great to hear. Yes. So could you tell me a little bit more, maybe, what's going well this summer in your mind?
Well, I feel like I've really pushed myself, every day I come into work and, I think everyone is kind of scared to start their internship. Like they don't really know, they just learn from what they learn in school, but every day I tell myself that I'm going to try something new and I'm going to try my best to do it. If I need to ask questions, that's okay. I'm here to learn and I'm here to just learn as much as I can. So I think that's something that I think I've done really well, is really trying to step out of my comfort zone and push myself and, ask those tougher questions, or ask like, oh, why is it like that? Really understand the background of it. And so I think that's something that like I never thought I would be able to do, but I have really just, grown into my role and, have found my place in my company, which is awesome.
That's wonderful. So thinking about what you've experienced and some of the things you just spoke about, I wonder, if you were looking at talking to yourself a year ago, or maybe some freshmen, sophomores back at the Walton College, what advice would you give them?
I think I would tell them, I didn't really know what I wanted to do my freshman year, and a little bit of my sophomore year. I was still trying to figure out, like, what do I want to do in business, trying to learn it all. And it's okay to, like, really take in those first classes, like those entry-level classes, and just absorb it and see, like, what you're drawn to and what you're passionate about. And I think that's something that, like, I had no idea what supply chain was until I took Intro to Supply Chain. And I fell in love, and I realized it kind of at the end, and I was like, I don't want this class to end. Like, this is absolutely amazing. And so I think, it's okay to not know what you want to do and just push yourself. Like, I always went and talked to my teachers and talked to them about opportunities and clubs. And I think that's something, like, even though I was a little scared to do that, doing that pushed me in the right direction and helped me feel more confident and have other things to talk about, at the career fair and all those things.
That's wonderful. So you talked about you fell in love with supply chain. Why? Why did you fall in love with supply chain?
I don't even know if it's like, it's interesting, but I think that I just took like the entry level class and I was like, wow, it makes total sense how something goes from point A to point B, but you don't even think about it, and how like the process is so much more tedious than people think. And I think I really like that, and I like the process of something. So I think just learning that, and I was like, wow, I want to learn more, and I want to know like how all this happens and stuff.
That's cool. So
yes.
you are just like the rest of us supply chain geeks.
Yes.
So good for you. So thinking back about your courses then in supply chain, what was your favorite course?
I feel like I can't just pick one.
That's okay. That's okay.
I loved Intro to Supply Chain. It introduced me to this. I had no idea like what this was and like what this meant. And then Transportation and Distribution Management. I really learned more about just like trucks, and we spent like a whole month learning it, and I thought it was super exciting to really learn those roles, and I apply those every day because I have to deal with like drivers and making sure they don't go over their hours. And I also loved inventory forecasting. Was super different, and I thought it was super cool just to kind of see like how they do that kind of data to come up with how much they need for fulfillment, which is super exciting. So
wow, that's really great to hear. So Alexis, I really appreciate you taking the time to share with us your experience here. And when you get back on campus, I want to hear more. I want to hear about how it's going to go, or how it went. So I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thank you.